When you really begin to take a look at social engineering and how social engineering has sculpted everyone, especially in America, it's sculpted how we dress, how we act, I mean, all of it. And how have we been socially engineered? We've been socially engineered through music, through movies, through television, through all of it. Now, you can say, oh, no, that's not true, that's nonsense. But if you really want to think about it, let's start thinking about it. What did we do when we were listening? Let's say our parents, or however, it depends how old you are, but if you have parents that were born in the 60s and 70s, they dressed like they were born in the 60s and 70s. How did they dress like that? They wore bell bottoms, they wore all sorts of stuff. Well, that was how they dressed in TV shows, on TV. That's how they dressed in the music business. That's how they dressed. So that way of dressing, that style made its way to the people. That's social engineering. All right, so when the 90s came up, when I was a kid, and everything was grunge, music went from that 80s sound, which was screaming guitars and everything was a big giant party. Everyone was just going crazy and partying. That got dulled way down in the 90s and everything got muted and darkened, right? The music became grunge. You have bands like Nirvana coming in, and you just have a totally different vibe. Well, that's why when I was a kid, and that style that was in was that punk style. Big Junko jeans, big things that don't fit, things that look absolutely ridiculous. That was a style when I was a kid. The big fluffy, gigantic starter jackets. If you didn't have a starter jacket, you weren't even cool. So these things, they come from somewhere. They don't just get made up. Some Joe Schmo doesn't just throw a starter jacket on and wear it to school and it blows up and becomes a thing. This is a different social engineering. We get this stuff from the music, from the movies, from all this. This is where it comes from. We have been mass manipulated. You have to understand, the people that run society, they understand that mentalism is everything. If you can get a person to perceive a certain thing, that becomes their reality. They understand how this works. They have given us a reality. They have given it to us. We have the illusion of choice. We don't have choice. There's no such thing as choice. Have you been to a grocery store lately? Do you see choice? Do you feel like you have a choice? Because walk down an aisle, I guarantee you every single thing in that aisle is one of two companies. That's it. We don't have a choice. We have what they give us. We have what they tell us to do, and then we do it. But good thing for, this awakening that's going on right now, this enlightenment that we seem to be going through, because we're snapping out of this. We're snapping out of this nonsense. I work in the inner city where I am told there is racism to the bitter end and everyone hates each other, and there's just, they tell us what they want us to think. But you know what? I'll be honest with you. I got into a car accident a week ago, and I was in a pretty bad neighborhood. And I had at least 3 people come out of their houses and offer me water, offer me a ride. So I am sick and tired of hearing the judgments and the nonsense. I'm sick and tired of being told how to act, how to dress, what to listen to, what to wear. I'm so over it. And I am going to be part of the generation that changes this world for the better. And I'm going to be part of the generation that breaks down this social engineering and explains it to people and explains how it works and explains that if you perceive that you are spinning on a ball and trapped on a ball, then that's what you are going to be. You're going to be trapped and you're never going to go anywhere. They understand this. They understand that to free your mind, to free your soul, to become enlightened, you have to be free. And you can't be free if you're trapped on a hamster wheel in a spinning magical ball. You can't be free. They understand how perception works. It's the seven law of hermetics, the 7 hermetic principles brought to us from Hermes Trismegistus. This stuff is real. This stuff works. This stuff works, If you perceive living a good life, if you perceive yourself as a honorable person, a good person, doing good things, you perceive that your life is good, your life will become good. That's how it works. Perception is reality. But again, this is entertainment only, satire only, because I'm just a crazy wild conspiracy theorist, and none of this stuff is true at all. So please, I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm not trying to make anyone mad. I'm not insulting anyone. That's not what I do here. This is about truth. This is about enlightenment. This is about becoming a better person. This is about helping the people around you. This is about love. This is about sharing. That's what this is about. So I love you all, and this is for your entertainment.